हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज बबलू सर एंड यू आर वाचिंग इज टू लर्न इंग्लिश स्पोकन चैनल। और आज हम करने वाले ग्रुप डिस्कशन एंड द टॉपिक इज साइंस इज बून और कर्स। और इसमें आदित्य स्टार्ट व्हाट इज साइंस एक्चुअली?
Science is an introduction as a systematic uh, study of the natural world includes its biologic, physical, and chemical effects.
Okay, Renu, what is science according to you?
Sir, science is a systematic study of the natural world through observation, experiments, and analyze. It helps us how to things works to uh, smallest atoms to the vast things.
In a simple way, you can say that whenever we get science to do something, to do experiment, is come under the science. Okay, so what can be the first advantage of science according to you?
Improved medicines.
How?
Science is the lead of medicines and antibiotics, various and other treatments.
It helps.
He help
It helps.
it helps we improved.
Renu, next merit of science.
Living uh, invention. Sorry, sir. Uh, Invention of living standard.
How?
So science has helped to science has helped to us invention with
Science helps.
science helps invention with such a things like internet applications and smartphone also.
Good. Aditya, what can be the next advantage of science?
Protect foods.
Okay, how?
Science is the lead of protect food, then crop and yards to help grow population.
Okay. Renu, next.
Education, sir. Uh, Online learning, smart classrooms, and invention of tools helps us quality of education.
Like suppose that we talk about tools. Then in ancient time, a student used to study on leaves of trees as well as like banana tree or such kind of they used to write in the ancient time. After the development they started writing on paper, but nowadays what is happening in some developed countries, students like to study on computer, on laptop. So these kind of tools are so helpful in doing study. As we'll talk about teacher, in the ancient time teacher used to write on blackboard with a chalk, and as we got developed then we started writing on whiteboard. But what do you see nowadays? Nowadays they are using a
Smart.
screen which is connected to the computer. So smart board you can say nowadays they are using. Because of that the education is getting advanced. Nice. If you talk about nowadays they are also taking the help of projector as well to give proper or best assignment to the students or make them understand easily. So likewise you can say that actually the education is becoming so advanced. As well as in the ancient times just a student can read or study in a single room, means they used to have limited source. But now what is happening, as well as they can take online classes side by side, they are doing study in their school college. And if you are not getting the proper topic from there as the tutors made them understand, so they can take the help of internet with the same topic on YouTube, as well as some social platforms are there. So because of that you can say science is really helpful for the study purpose, as the education got advanced in that. Nice. What can be the next merit of science?
Truth decisions.
How?
Science is helpful in truth decisions, and we completed the man life. We are useful to truth decision like that. Flipkart's Amazon shops ping and he helps
It helps.
it help
Helps.
education others.
Okay, Aditya wants to say that actually because of science, we got advanced in doing shopping as well. Like nowadays, we have online offer, online platform on internet through the websites. We can order anything, and the people also taking the advantage of that. Masses get offers one by one, get one by one, like as well as the quality of products. Sometimes it is cheap, otherwise overall we get a good quality product in a less price as compared to the offline. Want to say like it?
Yes.
Okay. What can be the next advantage?
Time saving machines.
How?
Science has made many time saving machines like washing machine, uh, refrigerator, microwaves, or
Yes.
etc. These things help us in daily life to solve the everyday problem.
Very good. Nice. Aditya?
Improved materials. Science is the lead of another materials like that the copper, silvers, extra. We are
Not extra, etc.
etc.
ETC को बोलते हैं etc.
etc.
या बोल सकते हो so on.
So on.
Many more.
Many more helpful with daily routines. He's improved
ही नहीं है साइंस हिट होता है
it
इट.
improved in we life.
ओके. रेनू.
Explore Earth. Science has invention. Science has invented
Many ways
many ways to
through that
helps humans, like they explore Earth, Mars, and other planet
galaxy as well.
galaxy as well.
Okay, you want to say that actually in the ancient time, people used to believe that Earth is flat. After that, some people used to say in the past, Dennis just started saying that actually Earth is round, but it is placed on the snake, cobra snake head. After that, some countryside people started saying that actually Earth is placed on the horns of ox. So such kind of myth was there in the past. But as the science made us understand, because our astronaut went to the space center, from there they observed at every activity of the planets. So out of this, Earth was also there. So through that they gave us lots of proof which proved that actually because of gravity it is hanging in the galaxy as well as it is round. So through that we came to know that otherwise the masses had different mind for the such kind of facts you can talk about. So science made us possible such kind of things. Recently, you know very well, our astronaut went to space station. Do you know the name of that? Recently, he went. What's his name?
Axiom, maybe
Subhankar
Subhanshu Shukla.
Shukla. He went. He is the first astronaut from the India who went in space station, and he will do some experiment there, including farming. There are lots of things are there. Actually, I watched an interview which is taken by Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi was doing conversation with him, and I hope so. He is the first prime minister who did such kind of conversation with astronaut. Okay, so science made us possible. Otherwise, it was a dream to travel in galaxy. I hope so that day was not so far, when we can also travel, because you know very well about a person who can makes everything possible, who can make actually, you know the name Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk.
He can do. Actually, he promised to world, uh, after 20 years or 25 years, he will build a colony on Mars. So definitely he can do everything. Okay, what can be the next advantage?
Improved environment.
How?
Science is the help of environmental issues, understanding that we are help safe for environment.
Yes, Renu. What does he want to say? Do you get any idea?
Aditya say about science helps us improve
Our safety.
our.
Safety? How?
I think he says about cropping, irrigation.
Irrigation you are talking about? No, I hope so. He was talking about that science gave us security. Because of that, we are safe. Safe. You want to say?
Environment is
Environment. He's saying that because of the invention of science, the environment is safe. How? How environment is safe because of science?
many products.
Okay. Renu, do you think so? Because of science, our environment is safe or saved? I think so. No.
No, sir.
Okay. Next advantage of science.
Transport, transporting easily.
You can say that science made our traveling easy from one place to other. How?
Invention of trains, metros, airplanes.
While speaking, try to compare with the past. Then your speaking would be more effective. Try to compare the traveling as it was in past and now.
In the ancient time, people traveling
Used to travel
used to travel with
bull carts, bull carts
bull carts, yeah.
or horses. But nowadays,
But nowadays we traveling with the trains, airplanes, metros, buses, motorcycles, cycles, etc. So many many vehicles we used to for
okay.
traveling.
So in the ancient time, there was Oxford. There was horse or horse cart. So, what the difference you see nowadays in the vehicle? There are train, airplanes, buses, personal cars. So, what the difference you see? Traveling was in the past as well as nowadays also. What the difference you see here?
In the ancient time, the traveling is not safe. But now we can say that the traveling is faster and easy or safely.
What about the time traveling? The duration of time, where it was more in the past or present?
Fast.
How? Because the vehicles were so slow, all the cars, uh, you can say, pull with the help of animals, but nowadays there is engine which are so fast, so we can travel even one country to another country in some hours. So it was not possible actually from one village to other village. The difference like 30 kilometer, they used to travel within 2 days 3 days. So it is not happening nowadays. Okay, next advantage, as traveling got easy because of science. Yes, Renu. Next,
Global communication.
global communication
Science
has
has
become easy. Okay.
science has made internet, smartphones to uh, talking with other countries, village, cities, fast and easily.
Yeah, you can take an example. The past. in the past, actually, for conveying the message, people used to write letter and they post in post office, and it used to take more than 30 days to deliver. So what was there? Suppose that there is a family and husband wife fought together, and wife is displeased, and she wrote a letter to her family, and they received that letter after 1 month. Till then, they both husband and wife sold out that matter. So such kind of things were there. When they reached there and asked them what is the matter, the matter was solved already. But nowadays, in just second, you can convey your message in whole around the world with the help of internet, as you were talking about. Nice. Aditya, what can be the next profit of science? Do you think is there something in medical science as well? Because of science, there is advantage. Like people nowadays are also fighting with disease, and in this ancient time they used to fight with disease. So, do you see any difference here? Renu, do you see any difference in medical science?
Sir, nowadays uh, medical science has made many machines. They used to surgery. Sir, I have no words to explain it very
Okay,
well.
okay. In the ancient time, actually, there was superstition. There were such kind of witch doctors. Suppose that someone got ill, if uh, there is fever, so they can solve out the problem in their family. But the fever took long time and the patient is not getting well. So what did they do in the past? They went to the witch doctors, and then they used to do black art, and it was the just medium from that they can make people assure that they could make people assure that they will get soon fine. But it was not like that. Actually, some diseases were in nowadays also, in the past also, which gets well bypassing the time. Suppose that a person got cold, so within 3 days he can got relief. Doesn't matter he is taking any medicine or not. So such kind of disease are there which take times, and our body gets some antibiotics and provide relief to us. But some serious diseases were not controlled in the past. Nowadays we can control. As you were talking about the surgeries, nowadays our doctors can do any part of body surgery. Like if someone lost his one hand or nose, ear, so they can just one thing is there, they cannot catch the soul, or they cannot control on soul. On your breathing they cannot control. Otherwise they can replace anything. And the ancient time, if people had stone, doesn't matter in kidney or somewhere in body, so there was no a permanent solution. Just they could give some medicine based on leaves or trees, and doesn't matter they are getting relief or not. But nowadays there is an instant relief system, like they can inject the patient as well as they can do operation and put out those stones from the kidney or like that. So really science, medical science got advanced. Like if you talk about in the ancient time, there was no treatment for cancer, AIDS. There are lots of serious diseases, but nowadays these are under control. We can overcome through these. Okay. Next advantage can be no. Yes, you. Do you think is there any advantage in our lifestyle as well? Do you think because of science our lifestyle also got advanced? How? Take an example. Suppose that there is a person who is dark complexioned, but he want to make himself get fair. So what can that person do? Can buy fairness creams, makeup kit. So it is also the invention of science. Even then, that person can go for plastic surgery to get a fair complexion, to be a to be a handsome boy, handsome like they can go for. The same thing with female also. Suppose that because of any disease, because of cancer, one lady got bald. Now she doesn't have hair, so she can buy extensions like wig, and she can use, and she can be beautiful after applying that, after setting like that. So it is also the part of lifestyle. Suppose that a person is not growing by health, by height, so there are some supplements are which can be used or can get a person proper growth, like, or talk about in the ancient time people used to walk on bare feet, or they used to use a sleeper which used to call in the past khadau. But nowadays you have as comfort as you can feel in sleepers, shoes, so which also made our life easy. It's also the part of lifestyle. So there are lots of clothing we can talk about. Our ancient denizens used to wear single clothes, or they just had kurta pajama, dhoti kurta, and dhoti kurta was so difficult task, especially dhoti. It was so difficult to hold. So nowadays, you are affected by the Western culture. So it is also made the life comfort. Or there are lots of things if we started. So these are the advantages of science. Now, what can be the first disadvantage of science according to you?
Unemployment.
How?
Robots and machines replaced humans human works. They started work in the companies like AI. AI is also a reason of unemployment.
Yeah, right. Yes, Aditya. Disadvantage of science.
Pollution.
Pollution. How?
Science used experiments. Other experiment is distable. We are harmful in environments and create pollution.
Okay, you want to say that the scientists do some kind of experiment which releases gases in the environment?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Red.
Industrial pollution, Aditya
Aditya was
said,
telling. Okay.
um, science has developed many machines in industrial areas. They pollute. Uh, they release pollution as well as you say that sir gases like methane, carbohydrates,
Carbon
carbon
dioxide.
sorry sir carbon
Carbon dioxide.
dioxide, carbon dioxide and six kind of gases. They
These polluted the
this
environment.
polluted environment and deforestation.
As well as don't forget to mention vehicles as well, which are based on petrol or diesel. These vehicles also released gases like carbon dioxide because of that also. And what is the effect then if our environment is getting affected by smoke?
We
Means
feel
what are the disadvantages like people can face?
we feel um, our
People can
earth
face.
our earth uh,
You can say people are facing breathing problem. If environment is polluted,
And
so
heart
definitely
problems.
breathing problem would be there. They can get such a kind of serious problem like asthma or different kind of, as well
its
as heart problems can be also,
its effects
eyesight also, because you will get irritation if the pollution is high, or
ozone layer also.
ozone layer also, or ozone layer is getting weak because of that. Yeah. Yes, Aditya.
Nowadays, hair problems,
Hair problems. Okay,
so
how?
science experiments, pollutions are very harmful in hair problems, eye problems, and
I
ear problems, other problems in hearts.
heart affected by, okay. Skin disease also some in some cases.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Nuclear, weapon destruction. Science has made many weapons like nuclear bomb. They can destroy a country, and its effects its effect its increase war
Okay, it can lead to a war. Definitely, and you may have seen there are two or three wars like that between Ukraine and Rus, and nowadays Israel also doing
Israel or Iran.
so like that you can say. So it means that actually because of science we are digging our grave, or you can say we are inviting the troubles. You want to say it is the biggest disadvantage. Okay, next Aditya. Do you think is there any effect on birds generation or bird growth? Birds affected by science inventions? Do you think?
Science inventions like that tech, mm, internet's raise many birds we are not listening that
Or
we
seeing nowadays?
saying that we are harmful birds.
We are not we are. These
These
races are,
rays are
because for that we installed towers, and
mhm,
tower races are so harmful for them. Because of that the birds get deviated the way, as well as nowadays so kind of species you are not seeing. In future what would be, it's a different kind of thing. Okay, even then because of tower I may have listened on news channel that we are also getting some disease like some related to brain. Our brain power get weak because of that, as well as cancer is also in some cases caused. Okay, next.
Destruction,
Okay,
distraction. Sorry.
distraction.
Science has made mobile phone, smartphones has distracted youth. Hmm, sorry, sir.
Okay, Aditya, any idea?
yes.
As we were talking about that medical science, because of medical science now we are getting control on disease. But see that the allopathy medical side not rooting out the disease, just it controlled or cover only. So it is also the suppose that if you are facing problem in your any part of organs of your body, and like that I gave the example of kidney stone. So what they are actually not treating like that the stone can get melt through kind of medicines. Just they started to operate and put out that. And patient also do not have patience. They also go for directly for that. So no doubt we are advanced in medical science, but medical science which treatment is provided in a society, I hope so not properly covered the disease. Or as you're talking about internet, the invention of internet, definitely invention of internet made the people lazy, because they are nowadays they are not so active. If you take example of any student or any child or any person can be here. Even you will see that they are lying on the bed and they are watching mobile phone. So what is that? They are having food while they are watching. So really nowadays people are so crazy about internet, and because of that they are not giving time to the outdoor activities. They made their self involved in indoor activities. So because of that they are also facing some health issues. Means in some cases science made our life luxury, but on the other side you can see suppose that science invented AC. So no, yeah, it's a good thing for short time we get relief from the hot weather, but what is happening there? It also leads some disease, like 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 we are making our body against the nature. If there is hot, so we should enjoy the hot, but what we are doing in the same thing in opposite season we are going. In the hot season we are using AC, and in the cold season we are using heater, and it affects lots of disease. Actually we are not the MBBS doctor, so it is not so easy to explain like in a better way, but I may have listened. Suppose there's a person who is spending lots of time in the closed room or in a AC room, so they feel lack of oxygen level, and because of that you know very well, if oxygen is not supplying properly in the body, so heart issue can be as well as they can also get heart attack or like. Is there any point?
Yes.
Okay, spoke very well. It is the first time when I saw that कि आप एक topic पे discuss कर रहे हो and you really went good. Now the point is that what is your mind saying as you know the advantage and the disadvantage of science? What is your mind saying? What is your conclusion?
Science many experiments we use humans life and the many experiments harmful in humans lives and living things others we are not that.
Ren, conclusion.
So science is a master, but also it is very dangerous. We have used wisely. We have must use too wisely.
We must use.
We
No
must
need to
use.
have.
We must use too wisely. Uh, uh, and otherwise they it can affect our daily life and our future also.
Finally, we can say that every coin has two sides. If you are seeing the advantage of science, so on the other hand, there is disadvantage also. So it depends on us how we are taking that. Excess of everything is harmful, so we should use everything according to need, according to requirement. So well, it is all about the topic science as we discussed today. आपको कैसा लगा आप भी जरूर बताइएगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में नेक्स्ट टॉपिक के साथ. हैव अ नाइस टाइम.